This is a big day. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day for Drake football and for Drake University. We're welcoming 27 guys who made a commitment today to be a part of our football program and to be a part of Drake University, and that's a big deal. It's really a big thing when you think about the kind of young men that they are. These are guys who are not only Division I caliber football players, they're also guys who are incredible students, as you need to be to come to Drake University, and just men of character, guys who are going to go on and do great things with their lives. And those are the kind of guys we recruit, and that's the kind of guys that make up this class. And then it's big for them because the kind of school that Drake University is, and making the choice to come to a place like Drake when there's so many other options out there, this is a special place. And these young men and their family recognize that and made the commitment for that. So all of that combines to make this a big day for Drake and for these young men. And a couple of groups and thanks that I need to share. First of all, to attract a group of young men like this to our program from all over the nation, as we'll get into here in a little bit, takes a tremendous amount of work, and that begins with our staff. This is a year-long process at least, and these guys have literally put in countless miles and hours and telephone calls and Twitter messages and texts and you name it to get this kind of caliber of young men here today. And but it's also a bigger group than that. There's so many people here at Drake. I'm not even going to begin to attempt to list them all who put so much time and effort into attracting these kind of young men here. And we appreciate all that they do to make that happen. And also, want to say thanks to their families. This is an investment to attend Drake, to be a part of our football program. And these families recognize how significant that investment is and how big the return is going to be over the next 40, 50 years of their son's lives. And we really appreciate that, and those families recognizing that. And then second of all, in the families, to the young men themselves. There's a lot of glitz, a lot of glamour in the whole football recruiting process these days, and a lot of things out there, but these are the kind of young men that saw what was most important in the decisions in terms of the impact it would have on their lives over the long run, both their involvement in our football program as well as the education they're going to get at Drake University. And so just being those kind of young men that recognize that, we obviously owe a thanks to them, and excited about coaching them in the future. And before I open it up for questions, just want to tell you a little bit about that class. This class comes from 8 different states. We have 27 commitments at this point in time. We're still looking for a few more guys, some loose ends to tie up over the next couple of weeks, but very, very excited about the class. Again, as I said, from 8 different states all over the country, and we have 7 guys from here in the state of Iowa, our #1 state, represented for the second year in a row here at Drake, and 4 from the metro area, including Jaron Proctor and Grant Gosling from Johnston High School, and then Joey Harkins from Earlham, and Noah Larson from Winterset. So some guys just down the road a little bit for us, and always excited to have guys from the Des Moines metro area here. So really excited about this class and what they're going to mean for Drake and Drake football over these next years. And so I'll turn it over to you all for questions.
Coach, you got a lot of defensive backs that you're bringing in this year.
Yeah.
That looked like it was a concerted effort?
Yeah, it was a concerted effort. We wanted to bring in a good group of defensive backs. They're great athletes, and the more great athletes we have on our football program, the better off we're going to be. And so we did that. But also, it was, some years you have a pool that's real rich in a certain area, and this was one of those years in the defensive backfield. And so we had spots available for them. We wanted them, and they're guys who are going to make our football team better.
Do you envision all of them staying in the defensive backfield, or might they?
Yeah, that's hard to predict because they're 17 and 18-year-olds now. We have no idea how their bodies are going to develop, but they all run well and they all play well and they all can be defensive backs. But hey, they get in our strength program with Coach Martin and their bodies take off, they could be doing other things. But right now, we see them. They're very good college defensive backs.
Also, quite a few offensive linemen and defensive linemen. I guess are there which names stick out there?
Yeah, on the offensive and defensive line, we're actually looking for a few more in there. That's always going to be your two biggest classes in more ways than one. But we've got a nice group. A couple of guys from Texas coming here, not down, excuse me, to be a part of it. Alec Austin, a defensive lineman. Tyler Barrett from the Austin area going to be joining with us. But really a nice group. Really excited about that group, but still looking for some more guys to fill in some spots there.
Definitely. Got a 6'6" receiver out of Nebraska. Kind of like that size that he's probably bringing in.
Absolutely. You know, that's one of the trademarks really of us offensively in the 9 years I've been here is those tall, lanky, especially inside receivers. You know, we graduated a pretty good one here just about a month ago who's going to do big things in the NFL. But those kind of guys we've been able to attract, and we've really structured a lot of our offense around using that kind of height that we've been able to get here. And Dalton is an example of that.